Okay, we are here, so let's return to commentary. This is the route towards Mount Silver. And this is the route towards Route 22. This is actually where the rest of Kanto connects back again to the first route we actually took towards Kanto, which was of course exclusive to reaching Indigo Plateau and nothing more. And that also has opened up by now. However, we are interested in this over here. The route towards Mount Silver, apparently the finale of this game. After getting all of the badges, we are allowed on Route 28. And the game does not even say where it goes. That is how epic it is. But we know where it goes. Let's go see if we can reach the end before doing the rest of the game. That would be a good vantage point. Of course, the Pokemon we're going to meet here are crazy strong. As you can see, a wild Pokemon, level 42. Most of the trainers in this game don't even have that high level Pokemon. Now the wild Pokemon are actually this high level. Also for this reason, by far the best grinding spot for levels. So don't mind me if I start using that. There's still a lot more levels I need to do. There's also new Pokemon to catch here, by the way, so it's not just strong Pokemon for level grinding. Or just trying to stop you from reaching the end. Oh, Dodrio. Hello. I think you are interesting. Doduo actually also appears here. Well, that's technically what I was after. Looking at my notes. However, this is also fine, of course. Female Dodrio, level 43. I do need to make sure you survive my blow. With 10 level difference, I think it is not going to work out. Let's try to use a flying type move on you. Now that's not going to be very effective, and that is something you might survive. Otherwise I need to go back and actually get myself a different Pokemon. Otherwise I wouldn't know. Just tossing an Ultra Ball is not going to work against these guys. Way too high level for that. Definitely need to weaken them first. This... yeah. Correction, it's not very effective. It's still neutral damage. But still good enough, apparently. No, that's wrong. Menu, need this one. Let's take note of that. A level difference of 10 and a flying type is able to survive fly. It's also able to survive an Ultra Ball. But I have more. Also need to get even more. There's more Pokemon to catch here, and in the upcoming region, Mount Silver itself. Even that still has some new Pokemon to catch. In fact, one very important one. But more on that later. First we need to tackle all of the side business we still have running. That I will do after reaching Mount Silver. Perfect spot to save the game. Route 28 is the last thing we're going to do for now. And therefore also catching a Doduo. Or Dodrio. There we go. Pokemon we already had in the previous game, and therefore no Pokédex is necessary. It was even one of my A-team members then, for a very long time. Donald will become... Donna, I think. Yeah. Wouldn't know what else to do. Not going to use him in... correction, not going to use her anyway in this game. I've got different flying types. Yeah, this seems to be the right spot. And this is continuation. Can be a bit of a maze here. But there's definitely still a pathway through. This is actually for the way back. However, there's also a technical machine we need to get here, so we're still going here. Should be a house over here. You can also use the ramps over here to jump back down, as you can see. Shortcut back, you might say. Don't have to cut through the tall grass. But we are here for you. Oh dear, you found me. Please don't tell anyone about me. I'll give you this for keeping my secret. Please? Technical machine for Steel Wing. Hell yeah. Very awesome steel type move. And I think I have a good use for that later on. Emphasis on the later on. Now we are going to return. We did see a Pokemon Center here. Because of the Pokemon being crazy high level over here, the game is nice and actually gives you a Pokemon Center right here on Route 28. Just in case you are having a hard time here. It's also a perfect grinding spot for this reason. Like I said, the levels are really high. But because of the high levels, you can also die easily here, of course. But even that is not a bad thing. Because getting back up again is really easy because of the Pokemon Center also being present here. The moment you have obtained your 16th and final badge of the game, you therefore also immediately unlock by far the best grinding spot for levels in this game. Really awesome. So use this spot to your heart's content. If you have Pokemon around level 40 or higher and want to grind, grind and grind on. And speaking of grinding on, we are moving on. Let's get ourselves to Mount Silver quickly. Ah, we have arrived. Mount Silver. The ultimate spot in this game. And we need flesh in here. However, does not matter because we're going to do this later. We have now at least reached the final spot in the game. This is where the end will take place. Officially part of Johto again, as you can see. But only reachable through Kanto, through Route 28. Which only opens up after 16 badges. The Silver Cave is the last thing we are going to do in this game. And therefore we are not doing it now. The end of the game is so near that I cannot postpone all of my ongoing side quests any longer. Reaching Mount Silver, or the Silver Cave I must say, will give you a fly spot on the map. You can easily return here anytime you want. And therefore, this is my perfect opportunity to finish everything off. Close off this recording session for now. And move on to completing all of the things I still have ongoing. A couple of Pokemon I've missed. Most of all, swarms that didn't want to appear. And of course, the Game Corner business. Still want to get that Porygon. And that's something we're going to do right now. So see you folks next time. And Treecks out. Ah, there you are. Even without the swarm, you are able to appear. It just takes a half an hour before you actually fight one. Remoraid. One of the most uninteresting fish Pokemon ever. It just looks like a regular fish. How is this supposed to be a Pokemon? But for me it does not matter. I need to catch this evolution line. Since it is in the game. And therefore I must. Bubble Beam is one of the weakest water type moves ever. Luckily Celadon has that, so this Remoraid should be able to survive that. Attack down, Bubble Beam, not very effective. Should be able to handle this. He was able to handle it. I was definitely not expecting that much damage. Well, it does prove how strong Celadon is. Ultra Ball, go! Gotcha! Remoraid was finally caught! The Pokemon is officially very early on accessible, but I'm only getting it now. Remoraid, the jet Pokemon. Using its dorsal fin as a suction pad, it clings to a Mantine's underside to scavenge for leftovers. Mantine? My name for Remoraid is... After Artillery, of course, it's evolution. Octavius. Come on, everybody knows Spider-Man. Octavius. Finally, we have you. Route 44, just in case I missed telling where it is. However, you were not the only one. Now it's time to actually grind for that other one. This one took even longer. 34 minutes it took me, but here it is. Dunsparce. A Pokemon that can actually appear in the Dark Cave near Route 31. Only near Route 31. Not in the entire Dark Cave. Also a Swarm Pokemon officially. so far did not want to show up. However, if you just start grinding normally, even without the swarm, it will also still appear eventually. I'm not even going to bother weakening you. With my current Pokemon team, that's not even possible against level 4. Eventually, it'll stay in an Ultra Ball. Dunsparce. This is a land snake Pokemon. If spotted, it escapes by burrowing with its tail. It can float, just slightly, using its wings. Oh yeah, it has wings. Good of you to actually mention that. I did not actually notice that. But it indeed has wings. This little snake. It is going to be called... June. Because it likes digging so much. Digging in the dunes. Alright. Finally the 2 swarm Pokemon taken care of. Would have done it sooner. But only if a swarm appeared, and they didn't in the case of these 2. But we are finally done with them. We have them. Time to move on to the next. Okay, I was looking for a Horsea, but the Seadra is also fine. Let's return to the commentary. This is actually also a Pokemon that was available for quite a while. I simply forgot to actually catch one. It was actually missing on my notes for some reason. And therefore I simply run past it. There were multiple spots where I actually met one, even in the wild. However, I was stupid enough to actually run past it every single time. For some reason I did not remember I actually still needed to catch this one. My mistake, I know. However, in the end it does not matter. This is a Pokemon I'm not going to use in my teams anyway. So when I'm going to catch it does not really matter a whole lot. Might as well do it now. Yeah, perfect. Can't do anything else other than throwing an Ultra Ball at you. Okay, thank you. Seadra is going to be a new Pokemon, because in the previous generation I caught a Horsea that never evolved. This is a new Pokemon for me. Seadra, the dragon Pokemon. Its fin tips leak poison. Its fins and bones are highly valued as ingredients in herbal medicine. And I still don't agree on the fact that you're calling this a dragon Pokemon. Just like with Horsea. It does evolve into a dragon the moment it becomes Kingdra, but this is still a seahorse and not a dragon. Alright. Okay, that was fine. The next one is actually a Pokemon we cannot catch. This is going to take a lot of grinding, but not in the wild. Aha! We are done, finally! After actually doing this a couple of times, took me multiple laps. But in the end, I was able to get my coin mount to 9,999. You know what that means? Just like in the first generation, that is the price in order to receive Porygon. I did not feel like grinding for it in the first game. That was too much of a hassle. However, in this game there's actually a lot easier minigame to win. Relatively easy. But still, because of it, I actually did have the courage to... Oh yeah, of course, I first need to make some room. You're going to receive this one directly. This one cannot be sent to your box. But anyway, to finish my story, like I said, this time around I did actually have the courage to do a couple of rounds in the game corner and eventually work my way all the way up to the maximum amount of coins you can carry. So in this game we are going to receive a Porygon. Okay, all of my stuff out of the way. Also need to withdraw an item. We'll talk about this briefly the moment we received it. that it can actually be used for Porygon. And for that reason, might as well give it to him. Should be in here somewhere. My upgrade. Yeah, and there it is. Item received in Saffron City from the Silphco. A unique hold item to give to Porygon. Now, let's go buy him. Oh, after making some room first. I go to the Pokemon Center to make some room. Get my upgrade and I still forget to actually make some room in my Pokemon team. Bye, Howl. You're only in the team if I actually have some room to carry you. Playing Pokemon Silver is hard, guys. Alright, we have room, we have an upgrade. We have no more room to carry extra coins. We are going to spend every single one of them to buy one of the most tedious Pokemon to ever get in a Pokemon game. Porygon. 999 coins. Porygon, finally. The virtual Pokemon. A man-made Pokemon that came about as a result of research. It is programmed with only basic motions. Okay, if it is a robot, then technically it's not a Pokemon, I think. How can anything that is man-made be a Pokemon? Unless every Pokemon is secretly man-made. Okay, now I'm going too far. Proto. And yes, that is a Mega Man reference. You don't have to ask any further. It does put my coin count back at 0. I can also buy Sandshrew in Goldenrod City. However, I don't feel like grinding anymore, so I think I'm not going to do that. Maybe later, all the way at the end. I can actually give you the upgrade as a hold item. This is able to evolve Porygon. However, only by trading, so not something we're going to see in this Let's Play. Just saying. If you're able to trade, Porygon can actually evolve into a new Pokemon. That's actually exclusive to the second generation for now. It was not in the first generation. But there is indeed an evolution for Porygon. And in order to achieve that, we need to trade him while he is carrying the upgrade item. Please go away. Let's return Howl over here. And with that, we only have one more side quest to do in this game. And that is hatching our eggs. Let's start walking. Okay, here we go. Did not take very long anymore. I was running around with this egg for a while, of course, so I kinda had the hunch it didn't need a whole lot longer. But here he is. The unique pre-evolution from Electabuzz is actually Elekid. A Pokemon that can only be gotten through an egg. It does not appear in the wild, otherwise I wouldn't have done it this way. Oh, it's a female, so Eli is going to become Ellie. Extra L. Awesome. Pokédex time. Should be in here somewhere. Unless the game is screwing with me. You should be a Pokemon, so you should be in the Pokédex. Where are you? Oh, I see you. Right over here. Elekid. The electric Pokemon. Even in the most vicious storm, this Pokemon plays happily if thunder rumbles in the sky. Yeah, if you're an electric type thing, you don't have to worry about thunder, so I can understand. Well, we still have one more Pokemon we need to do. Let's go fly ourselves back to Johto in the meantime. We also still need to hatch the Pikachu egg. And that is up next. And once we actually do, we actually unlock the ability to fully complete the Stone quest as well. Also a side quest we still had on hold. We almost can complete that one too. For that we need that final egg. Okay, it seems they're standing outside. The egg is ready. Still need to do a whole lot of running around with it. That's something I'm not happy about. I should have actually gone back here sooner. In the end it does not matter. I'll just blindly run my way across Johto. Eventually it will hatch. Okay, final Pokemon egg in the game that we're going to hatch. This is the final one that's going to give us a unique Pokemon. And this one in fact being required for a different side quest. The one we did start already. On Route 25. In Bill's house, here in Kanto. We actually can receive evolution stones. The only way to get the traditional evolution stones in this game. But for that we actually need some unique Pokemon. And this final one we're going to get is indeed one of them. Because of all the unique Pokemon eggs now being obtained, we no longer need Ditmar in the daycare center. He has been in there the entire game. However, it is finally not necessary anymore. Let's find 2 more Pokemon we can quickly input there. Even though Ditmar is no longer required. Leveled all the way up to 41. Awesome. But now we finally have room for 2 Pokemon to input here. And at the end of the game still get a couple of level ups and hopefully therefore also some more evolution. A Drake might be nice. Might attempt to actually still get Dragonite at some point. And let's see what more we have. I think in box 1 I have the lowest level Pokemon in general, so the chances are biggest we can find something nice here. It's not a secret that level grinding through the daycare center is most optimal whenever Pokemon are low level. Hoppip. Yeah, Hoppip. Can evolve twice, so perhaps not a bad idea. Okay, you go race Drake. Don't have to care about male or female anymore. We're not going to make Pokemon eggs anymore. We're just leveling up. You go race Jumper. Alright. Might be the final time we see the daycare center here in the Let's Play. We have had some fun adventures here. Our final adventure is actually hatching this final Pokemon egg. There's one more side quest on Route 25. For that we actually need this egg. We actually need what is inside of it. And then we can finally take a look at evolution stones. At least the traditional ones. And then, yeah. We don't have anything to do anymore, then it's end of game time. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you the moment the Pokemon egg hatches. And we can continue clearing off the side quests. Thank you all for watching. See you after the next big cut.